What's up, guys? I'm Coach Jolo. With me today is Cam Clamp Lampkin. What's up, man? How are you today?
What's up, man? How's it going?
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. Thanks for hopping on here with me today. Um, Before we get started, let's. I want you to tell everybody just about yourself, just a little bit, some of your accomplishments. I know you're a college football champion. Go ahead, just list them off for me.
Starting from I'll start from high school.
Yeah, please.
High school. My freshman year, I played freshman football. I was a quarterback. Um, wasn't that tall. I probably was like 5'5", 5'6". And then my sophomore year, I transferred to receiver, and
Mm-hmm.
I was playing offense, playing receiver, getting the ball a lot. My first year on varsity, I started on varsity my sophomore year. My junior year was the year that I kind of gained the confidence to know that I can go to college. So I put in extra work, put in
Yeah.
extra time, um, got stronger, got faster, worked on my craft. And senior year, I signed my letter of intent to Utah State.
Nice, nice. When you were on that Utah State team, y'all actually, I wouldn't say y'all were good, but y'all were above average. Went to the LA Bowl, had Jordan Love at quarterback. Talk to me about being in a room like that. You're in a team that's actually going out to a bowl. You're winning that bowl game. What was that like? What was that experience like?
Going to the bowl game was it was a great experience. I would say the experience of going to the bowl game showed me that, you know, the stuff that you do that's in the dark,
Mm-hmm.
more than likely that stuff is gonna come to light. Like the work that's done when no one's watching, no one's
Yeah.
around, when you're hurting, tired,
Mm-hmm.
sweating, frustrated, all these things you'll start to reap benefits once you start to align, these things up, with certain things, with certain people, keeping a certain amount of people around, having the right amount of people around.
Mm-hmm.
And I just say just staying positive, through all the adversity that comes
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
And I don't really believe in adversity, I would say, because, playing football is really not adversity. I think
Right.
we've all been through harder things, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So I just think that me personally, I've looked at it as a great experience just because of I was playing with these NFL guys, and I think we had three NFL. I think we had three guys go to the NFL that year. Um, my sophomore year, we didn't make it to a bowl game, and that
Mm-hmm.
kind of hurted me. That hurted me because that was the COVID year.
Yeah.
The COVID year
Yeah.
kind of made everyone get a little setback. Everybody set back for it. We didn't even think we were gonna play. We only played 6 games, so it kind of like it made me rethink, like, is this football thing, like, is this kind of something I want to do, because I
Mm-hmm.
started to lose the love for it at this
Yeah.
time, because we wasn't playing when season was supposed to start.
Exactly.
Everything was
Exactly.
going down south for us, so it was just one of those.
Yeah. Just going on a little bit more about that before we went live on the podcast. We were actually talking about it. I was saying, your transfer portal time. I left before transfer portal, and most of my reason for leaving was outside of football season. It felt like, dang, the season's over. What now? That's the time where you're just grinding in the weight room. You're trying to get better off the field. Um,
Mm.
what's been your motivation? What's been your push to keep going? After the season ends, when you don't make that bowl game. In your case, you're transferred. Why don't you? Let's start with that. I know I just gave you two different questions at once, but let's start with the transfer part. You were.
Uh,
I was from pre-transfer. You're transfer able. What influenced you to transfer to Washington State?
so after the 2021 season, we had won a
Mm-hmm.
championship. We had went on I mean, we had a 9 game stretch that we would just win, like back to back nine
Yeah,
game
yeah.
stretch. And as we were, building like chemistry with each other, and everyone was getting very close, but we knew the season was ending. So as the season was ending, I didn't realize that, you know, things were gonna move around. Like I said,
Yeah.
me being a young guy, not really understanding how the business side of it worked.
Mm-hmm.
I was just looking at it as if, okay, I built a relationship with this person. I want to stay with this person. I feel like this person has helped me, you know, become someone that I was looking forward to becoming, but I didn't know how to. That makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I felt that if I stayed with this person, maybe this person could build me into something that I want to get to. I
Mm-hmm.
want to be this type of player. I want to be, this type of person. So let me stay with this person who has genuinely helped me and has genuinely opened arms to, let me come to his house, who treated me like his son, gave me rides, food, whatever I needed, to keep me as a fluent player, as you can say.
Yeah.
Um, because a lot of things was going on during the 2021 year.
Mm-hmm.
My grandpa died
Yeah.
January of 2021. I lost my grandma the year before that, so I was just dealing with a lot. Like it was just a lot of things that I was
Mm-hmm.
dealing with that I didn't know how to handle, but I just felt like someone was there that could help me handle it. Like yeah, it's hard, but at the same time, you've been through harder. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I just thought that I just felt that at that moment he just gave me the he just gave me the strength to just like you can keep going, like, you can keep doing it, just keep punching, like keep fighting at it, you gonna get what you want. So
Yeah. And we'll segue that into the second part of my question, which was more so, what's that motivation? I'm like you were just talking about it when everything's going wrong. You feel like, all right, I'm losing family at this point. I It's 24/7 football. When football season's over, it's 24/7 in the weight room. Get better. Got to keep my grades up. What keeps you going? Because that's a lot. Especially we're talking 18, 19, 20, 21. You know what I mean? You're
mm-hmm.
a young guy. Like I said, I folded. Ain't no other way to put that. I was like, look, football's over. You win. I'm up in Pennsylvania. I don't want to be up here no more. It's getting cold. I ain't got nothing. You know what I mean? I said I'm
Yeah,
going home. But you're 3 years in at this. 3 or 4 years in.
4 years,
4 years. Yeah.
yeah, 4 years,
Four years into this. What to this point has kept you going and kept pushing you and kept you from throwing in the towel with that?
I would think something that really kept me going was me just talking to my brother, my mom,
Mm-hmm.
you know, different people that was around me that has been through this type of stuff. I talked
Right.
to some of my guys that's in the league right now. Devin Tompkins play
Mm-hmm.
for the Bucks. My big brother. I talk to Jordan sometimes. Jordan Love sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it just when I talk to these guys, I ask them like, what were some things that you were hurting at, like some things that you just thought you couldn't do. Like when I say couldn't, you just say, you know what, like this is not it. Like I don't want to do this no more. Like
Yeah.
what were some things that made you like keep going? A lot of them just said you just basically gotta muscle through it. Like I mean, yeah, it's something you don't want to do, but as a man, you
Mm-hmm.
have to do it
Right.
if this is what you want. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So like,
Exactly.
I've been dreaming about playing in the NFL for since as long as I can remember.
I
You know
know.
what I'm saying?
I
So
remember you used to think you was gonna be a
yeah,
quarterback
you
in
know
the
what I'm
league
saying?
back
I
in
used to
middle
think I was gonna be a
school.
quarterback in the I used to think I was
Yeah.
gonna be a quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like I always wanted this, but I already knew if it's something that I wanted, it's something that I had to go get, and I knew
Mm-hmm.
that it wasn't gonna come easy. I know I was coming from a smaller school to a bigger school,
Mm-hmm.
so I seen that in order for me to actually get it, I have to actually go and get it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So I really just put my mind to it. Like I mean, I didn't really think about none of the other outside things. I kind of
Mm-hmm.
just kept my focus on like tunnel vision, like the stuff that I knew I wanted. Okay, let's block out the girls. Let's block out the parties, drinking. Let's just block this stuff out. But let's go this way. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just kind of had my mind focused on like if I want the prizes at the end of the tunnel, I have to
Mm-hmm.
just keep trucking. Like no matter how I get there, no matter if it's fast or slow, at some point, like I have to get there. So I'm gonna just keep running. I'm gonna just keep walking. Like, keep walking.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't gotta be a sprint. Like you know what I'm saying? It ain't gotta be a sprint because, like I said, everything can't be rushed in this life. So you know,
Exactly. I mean, and even talking a little bit more on the Washington State transfer, you're going from a Mountain West school to a Pac-12 school.
yeah.
What was there any motivation and I guess almost moving up a tier in college football, or did it feel like it's just another day at work, or did that weigh in on you going to Washington State? How did that kind of play out?
Uh, now that you say that, I haven't even really thought about it. I just kind of see it as like another day in the office for real.
Right. Yeah.
I've been playing football all my life, so it just kind of
Mhm.
seemed like, yeah, the competition may be a little bit better, maybe it is, maybe not. But I know at the same time, like I've been playing football all my life.
Mhm.
Football is gonna be football. I do the same thing I've been doing when I was at Utah State. I did the same thing I was doing when I was at Ski Poteet and at
Yeah,
Kimbro.
yeah.
You know how it is. Like
I
you
know.
just like
Yeah.
whatever it is like I just kind of I never looked at it as oh it's like this is another bigger stage. Like you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying. I just looked at it as like it's another opportunity. It's another
Right.
opportunity to get to the next step because I think it's a stepping stone. Because I
Mhm.
said at a high school I want to play Power Five. I
Yeah. Oh shoot.
five football,
Mhm.
Power Five football, and then it's another step to it.
Exactly. Um. So let's go back to high school. I know you played quarterback in middle school. I remember. Whew, that was fun.
That was
It
fun.
was fun for y'all. I remember when I was in 8th grade, y'all were in 7th grade. Y'all were talking hella shit because we were a no-win team and y'all were undefeated. But we ain't got to talk about that. but but yeah, no. Like you played multiple positions.
Yeah.
Poteet is, I, whew, I loved it my freshman year, hated it my senior because well, I was transferring back from Carter, and my papers weren't signed, so I couldn't touch the field. Um,
Yeah.
but Poteet's always been a you're best if you can play both sides of the ball. You played
Hmm.
receiver and you played DB. What was but you played quarterback first. What was that
Yeah.
transition first from when you were a quarterback to when you transferred to playing wide receiver and DB? What was that transition like?
So so uh so um as I started my journey, playing quarterback,
Mm-hmm.
I never really wanted to be a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I never really looked at it like I was a quarterback. But once I was playing it, I kind of made a love for it. So it's just like, let's do it. Let's see if I can, let's see if I can be an efficient quarterback. So as
Yeah.
I was playing, uh, we got to my junior year. I actually went back to quarterback my junior year, first three
Really?
games.
Okay.
So yeah, so we played Midlothian our first game, and then
Mm-hmm.
we ended up playing Denton Ryan,
Mm-hmm.
and after Denton Ryan we played Mansfield Lake Ridge. So
Yeah.
we won we won Midlothian game, lost to Denton Ryan, and we won Lake Ridge game.
Yeah.
So after we played Mansfield Lake Ridge, Coach Simpson, who was the offensive coordinator at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and the quarterbacks coach, he came up to me like so we played that Friday, that Saturday, everybody go up to the school, you get treatment, you watch film,
Right. Of
you do
course.
all this type of stuff. So as I'm up there and I'm talking to him and he tells me like, yeah, Cam, you want to play receiver again? And I was like that kind of put me in a position to where like I'm kind of locked in already, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was kind of locked in already with the position, but I was just like, I'm an athlete. Like I play receiver, I play
Mm-hmm.
quarterback, I play running back, I play safety, corner. I was like, I can do
Yeah.
it. So I jumped in the rotation, and as I jumped in, I started making a name for myself like right then, like right then and there.
Oh, I know. I
And at
remember.
this time,
Yeah.
yeah, and at this time, beginning of my junior year, I had no offers. I had no offers, but I had a lot of interest. A lot of like
Mm-hmm.
Kansas State, I had like Cincinnati, like I had a whole bunch of interests, but
Right.
it was some things that I had to do in order to get these offers. And that was, ball. Like, you got to make
Exactly.
some type of plays
Exactly.
to get these type of. So my first game at receiver, we was playing Forney. I think I had like 3 catches, 186 for like 2 touchdowns, and it just like everything just started to like roll.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was getting the ball a lot, getting the ball every week. I was scoring 2 times, maybe 3 times a game, and like stuff just started clicking for me. I just think once I made that transition, it was like I can never go back to quarterback. Like I didn't, I yeah, I love quarterback, and I would definitely go back if I got the chance to throw a fade ball right now in college. I would go and throw it. Like I would
Yeah.
literally go and throw a fade ball right now. But like, and I say that about receiver. If I get a chance to play receiver, I'll do it. But it's just
Mm-hmm.
things that it's certain stuff that you go through and you learn that applies to something else. Like you can play quarterback, but you can play corner and you can understand. Okay, when a quarterback does this, they really looking at this. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I kind of use the strengths that I was dealt with to like basically use it against the other, like use it against the position, if that makes sense. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Of course. Of
So
course.
yeah, so I look, you just take different pieces, and then use it against them. So you can't beat what you know already.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So you know what I'm saying? So like, if you
Mm-hmm.
think I don't know it, I already know it. so I'm gonna just
Exactly.
use it against you. Exactly.
So, I mean, if we want to just keep talking on that just a little bit more, I mean, is there a way you would say that your time as a receiver influenced how you play DB, or is it just Cam the receiver, Cam the DB, and they're two separate entities in that?
Oh, oh no 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 no! I actually use the same footwork as I used as a receiver as a
Mm-hmm.
corner, like because everything like playing corner is the same thing as playing receiver. It's just corner you're going back, the receiver's
Exactly.
going forward.
Right.
Is that like you know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
we may get to the line, receiver may hard cut, I may just slide this way. You know what I'm saying? Or he hard cut, I hard cut.
Yeah.
You
I'm.
stop, I stop. It's like, it's kind of one of those. Like, but
Mm-hmm.
like I said, I still work receiver drills. Like I
Exactly.
still do receiver releases. I still do receiver breakdowns. Like
Mm-hmm.
I still want to learn this type of stuff. So whenever you do it, I done already saw that. I done
Exactly.
already done that. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like I use that against a lot of people. Like
Mm-hmm.
we most of practice here we do one on ones a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And the one on ones that we have great receivers at Washington State. We have great receivers. We have Kyle Williams,
Yeah.
Josh
Yeah.
Kelly,
I want to
um,
say y'all got some future NFL talent
yeah,
in y'all. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Other cornerback we got Shaw Smith, he another NFL guy.
Yeah.
Uh, but we all of us like we done all been in a position to where everything that a receiver's done, it's like we done seen. So it's really nothing that you can do to kind of like make me think, if that makes
Exactly.
sense. Like you
Yeah.
know what I'm
I
saying?
get. I
Yeah.
get you. Okay. I mean, would you say so? Playing football in Texas high school, we know how it go. You're playing better talent than quite a lot of states, honestly. You know, I'm
Yeah.
coaching up in Illinois. There were teams that were going to state, and I'm like, this is a team that, you know, is just running through people, and it's like, because I'm so used to seeing talent pretty much from top down in every
Yeah.
roster. Would you say that playing football in Texas, especially playing DB, helped you develop when you're playing at a bigger program like Washington State or even at a program like Utah State? Well, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think just the talent alone, because I feel like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people, a lot of the Texas talent has, college and NFL talent as they're in high school. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
So like, there's been kids that I know that that probably could have went like straight to college like sophomore year, freshman
Mm-hmm.
year, but they stayed all this time, and then like now these guys are like in the league. Jackson Smith, Jackson Smith is in the league, but we all know how Jackson was when he was in high school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a
So it
beast.
was it was things like that that like yeah, like beast mode. So I was just looking at these things like it's like I played in really a mini NFL, mini college
Yeah.
in Texas. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like high schools in Texas were just as big as colleges. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And even
So
at that,
I was
you
just looking at it.
at Poteet, I know competition was always crazy. Um, when I
Yeah,
was at Carter, we
crazy.
we had a easy schedule to get into playoffs. But Poteet every year, I'm like, why are you playing Denton Ryan week 2 or
Right.
the year after you guys played Denton Ryan, followed that up by Mansfield Lake Ridge when
Like,
Jayton
mm,
was playing running back at Lake Ridge, or at, I'm sorry, not Lake Ridge, Summit was playing running back at
Summit.
Summit.
Hmm.
3 plays into
Hmm.
the game, he's breaking off from 98 yards, and I'm like, is this? But like, no, just thinking about it, that's a weekly thing, especially in 5A, especially in Poteet. Mesquite in general is doing that. So you're in a mini NFL at that. You know, y'all had.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all had Seth. He was at Oklahoma. You went to Utah State. Who else? Pretty much, I guess, from that class, because y'all were the class even in middle school.
Dalton.
We knew.
We had
Yeah,
Dalton. We had
Dalton.
Dalton Dale.
Yeah.
We had Lewis Moore.
Mm-hmm. Brashard.
Rashard Glaspie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rashard Glaspie. We had Dorian Morris,
Yeah.
Chris Mudrow.
Mm-hmm. And I mean,
Uh,
all y'all
yeah,
were kind of that class that I remember when we were in eighth grade, or my freshman year when y'all were in eighth grade. We already knew y'all were going to be that class that y'all were a talented class. There's no really other way to put
yeah,
that. So I think it's really
mm,
cool to see, especially the cats like you who grow into the athletes that we knew y'all were gonna be and knew y'all could be. So I mean,
yeah.
sorry, I just had to give you a little praise there, but we'll just keep going. How do you handle the pressure and expectation at the D1 level? I There's temptation at every doorstep. I'm pretty sure. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
it's so
It's
easy to
definitely
mess up.
temptation.
So,
I just
how,
think that it's really not easy to mess up. I think it's only easy to mess up if you're thinking about messing up. If you're just
mm-hmm,
thinking, oh, I'm gonna if I don't do this, I'm gonna miss. If I do this, I know I'm gonna do this. But if you just like go just do it,
yeah,
you just never know. Like you know what I'm saying? You just never know what happens. So
mm-hmm,
I just think that it's never a pressure thing to it. I just feel like it's really it's on you. It's in here. So
yeah,
like it yeah, it's really everything college related, football related, basketball, track, tennis, golf, whatever you want, whatever sport are you
mm-hmm,
playing. There's no pressure, no static behind anything. Everything is is like in the mind. Because
yeah,
if your mindset's not there, you're not gonna be in it. You
exactly,
know what I'm saying?
exactly,
Yeah, your body can physically be there, but if your mind not there, you're not there. So like
exactly,
you just have to understand, like, yeah, it may be hard, but tell yourself, oh, this is easy. This is all right. It's all
exactly,
right. You know
mm-hmm,
it's hard, but you know it's all right. Like, you will live. Yeah, it may
yeah,
hurt by 5 to 10 minutes, but you'll live though. You'll be
yeah.
okay.
And I mean, let's talk on mindset just a little bit more. Um, every play, everybody's different. Last week I had Xavier on the show, and he was talking about he's a very calm individual when it comes into in-game situation. He's never really just thinking about it. He's kind of just a high motor. I know what I'm supposed to do is second nature. Let me go do it. What's your mindset when you're on the field?
My mindset is just to win every rep. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the work that I put in, the work that I put in through the week, the work my guys put in through the week, I feel like that
Mm-hmm.
we should win every rep. So I'm not going in thinking, okay, let's be calm, let's do this. Yeah, you want to be calm. Yeah, you want
Exactly.
to be under control.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you want to be poised. But at the same time, you need to think in your mind, I need to whoop your ass every play. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like
Yeah.
every play, I'm on your ass. So
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of how I go through everything, like from weight room to practice to one on ones, even
Yeah.
in the game. Like me and my friends right now, we compete in everything. Like it's like we got table tennis and locker. We got
Yeah.
mini hoop in the like you know what I'm saying. It's like
And it's all
everything
competition.
we and
Exactly.
it's all competition. Like
Mm-hmm.
because you never know. Like when we competing right here in the game, it's easy to compete. Cause
Exactly.
you
Exactly.
competing on throwing on beanbag toss. Like if you competing like that, when you get in the game and it's actually real, competition comes natural. Like you
Exactly.
want to win now.
Yeah.
Now you feel like you have to win. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
That's the
So
only option.
that's the only option
Mm-hmm.
right now for us is to win. Like you have to. So
Right.
that's kind of how I look at it. I look at it as yeah, let's be calm, yeah, let's be poised, but I need to whoop your ass before
Mm-hmm.
anything. Like so.
Yeah. So let's talk about competition just a little more. I just want to know, what would you say your most memorable moment in your personal college career has been so far? Be that like a
Memorable.
interception off somebody crazy, pick six, any of
Uh,
that. Like, what's your moment so far?
my greatest moment
Mm-hmm.
probably has to be winning a championship. Cause I think winning a championship takes so much from January to December. Cause this is a
Mm-hmm.
year long stretch. Like this is a year long stretch. So
Yeah.
from January 1st, from the day I woke up January 1st, 2021, I said to
Mm-hmm.
myself, I'm gonna be a champion at the end of this year. At
Yeah.
the end of this year, I'm gonna hold this trophy. And I just played that through my head. Like, I played that through my head every day. Like I know when I went to the weight room, I'm thinking championship. Yeah, it hurt. Yeah, I don't want to do it no more. But if I want to win, this is what it takes. So
Exactly.
let's do this right now. Like let's
Mm-hmm.
hurt right now. So and it's all said and done, we can be all smiles, hold trophies. We got hats, confetti. You know, like just a mess. Like on the field, it's just a mess.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my most like that's probably the most memorable moment I had. Just you know playing San Diego State December 4th, 2021, and winning that game. Like winning that game, going out winning that game like made me made me realize that everything that you do can it got something to it. Like no matter what it is, if you're not doing something you're supposed to, if you're cutting corners, if you're not trying to compete at the highest level, you're not doing what
Yeah.
you're supposed to do, you're gonna see that everything is gonna go downhill for you. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
you're gonna see that. But if you're doing what you're supposed to do, your grades are right, you're taking care of your body, you're lifting, you're in the film room, you're in the training room, you're doing everything you're supposed to do,
Mm-hmm.
stuff starts to go up. And you have to bring those type of people with you though, because just think about it. Everyone wanted that type of time at the time. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like, man, we ain't gonna win. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Mm-hmm.
got those type of guys, but at the same time, though, I knew that if we was gonna win, I knew I got to take somebody. Let me
Mm-hmm.
take him. Okay, he takes somebody else. Let's take him. He go get somebody else, and then
Exactly.
everyone just, you just gotta
Mm-hmm.
learn how to pick the right ones to get them to pick the right ones. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
everyone's not gonna follow you. Everyone's not gonna respect you. Everyone's not gonna hear you, but
Mm-hmm.
you get the ones who respect you and they get the ones who respect them and the ones that
Yeah.
respect them, you know what I'm saying? And then
Mm-hmm.
as the chain gets longer, everyone starts to, it starts to touch as everybody, like connect, like a kinetic energy,
Yeah. Yeah.
when you touch some, touch and touch and everybody just light up. Like it's like one of those. So I mean, from that moment, I just kind of had like I had one of those. I had a moment. This was in March of 2021. I had broke my hand. I broke my left hand.
Mm-hmm.
The second day of spring ball. So the second day of spring ball, I broke my left hand, and I couldn't practice the rest of the spring. So my goal was I was devastated. I cried like, damn, I'm not gonna start. I'm not gonna play next year. Like, what's
Mm-hmm.
gonna happen? Woo, woo. And I just kind of took it upon myself to say, you know what? Let me get this team together. Because like I said, I want to be a champion. Yeah, I might not play, whatever's going to happen, but I'm going to hold this trophy. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm going to hold this
Exactly.
trophy at some point. So I just brought energy. Yeah, let's go, bro. Like I just take guys. Like, yeah, let's go to the river, whatever. Let's float down the river. We get 30 guys. Everyone get a float. We roll down the river 4 or 5 hours. Just
Mm-hmm.
bonding, talking about stuff. Campfires, bonfires.
Yeah.
Party, whatever. Whatever it is. Like guys spending the night in the locker room. We camping on the field, like sleeping on the yeah, bringing tents, camping on the field for the
Yeah.
next morning. Like, doing stuff like that, just
Mm-hmm.
having everybody around each other. Like, and when we had each other around, it just felt like we was unstoppable. Like no one could really stop us. And then first game we come to Washington State. We played Washington State 2021, as you know,
Yeah.
we won. But you know, like once we came here, like we just kind of felt the energy because it was like we were losing at one point and we
Mm-hmm.
scored. So once we scored and we went up, we was like, okay, like everyone started to feel it, like okay, that's what everything was like. From the
Mm-hmm.
campings to the guy trips to the walk in the mountains with 30, 40 people, uh, going to the river when it's 30 people, like, and it's just like it just connected because we were losing. Like we were really losing the whole game. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But no one really got to that point to where uh, it was like, bro, like we ain't gonna win. Like we gonna lose. And like everyone just kept their head high. We just all stayed prayed up, kept our spirits high, and things came out how it was supposed to.
Yeah. I mean, so you'd say camaraderie plays a really big part
Yeah,
in a
definitely.
successful team. Um, like I said, y'all, respectfully, y'all weren't the most talented team, but y'all got things done pretty much because y'all camaraderie was next level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think
Hmm.
that's a really common misconception. You can have one of the worst teams out there and succeed pretty much because at the end of the day, you're playing for the guy next to you. Um,
Definitely.
it's like it's. I know we keep going back to it, but it was like that at Poteet. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's any major program that you go to and you have that, you're in a successful place. And I'm
Successful place,
and I'm happy
definitely.
because it sounds like you're in a place like that still, which
Hmm.
that's good as well. Just kind of moving on though, how what I every DB is different when it comes to this. What is film study like for you? I just want to know, what is film study like for you?
It kind of depends on like what we running,
Mm-hmm.
depending on what type of schemes that's going into the game plan.
Yeah.
If it's a big man week, if it's a big man to man week, maybe I'll focus on one receiver, or
Mm-hmm.
one specific side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or if it's a week to where we're gonna play a lot of zones, a lot of like the cover threes, fours, one, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I kind of look at the spacings, like where's people lined up at. If this guy is right here, which route do you get? Do you get fade? Do you get slant? Do you get post? Get in? Stuff like
Yeah.
that. It just depending on what type of week we're running. You know what I'm saying? If we're
Mm-hmm.
gonna run man, I'm gonna watch one person. If we're gonna run zone, I'm gonna see one side of the field. I'm gonna see from the tackle all the way to the sideline. Like, I'm gonna see
Mm-hmm.
what's going on because if I can figure out your game plan in
Yeah.
5 days, it's a wrap. Like you know what I'm saying? If I can
Yeah.
figure out your whole game plan in 5 days, it's a wrap.
Mm-hmm. So, just moving forward from that as well, um, what's in the future for Cam? When it come to Clamp, what you going to the league? Is that something that you plan on doing, or you want to go back and become a coach, teacher, or something like that, or what is the future? What do you want the future to hold for
Uh,
yourself?
yeah, I want to play in the league for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
I really, I've been dreaming about this probably since I can barely walk. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, I've been wanting to play football for a long time. I lucky don't see myself doing anything else besides, playing football for a minute. I do have the desire to coach, after football. I talked to some of my former coaches, former high school coaches.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to come back and coach, at Poti. I want to be a DB's coach. But
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like I got enough knowledge. I feel like I got enough knowledge and enough game to give DBs who want to become, something different. If
Yeah.
you want to become this type of person, let me show you. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
I done been through this. I done
Yeah.
had the experience. I done played offense. I done played. You know what I'm saying? I done done this type of stuff. So let me teach the ways that let me teach you how to cheat the offense. If that makes sense.
Exactly. Believe it or not, this is
Yeah.
actually ironic you brought that up. Coach Huber actually hit me up last summer, asked if I wanted to come and coach up at Poteet because I took a coaching job up here in Illinois. So I was like,
Yeah.
dang, he hit me the day after I
Day
signed.
after
And
you took the
day
job.
after, I'm like, Coach, I didn't just hopped on a plane. I'm up in Illinois now. You hit me a day too. You know what I mean? But no, it's
Way too
crazy.
late.
Yeah, I really do think one thing I do enjoy though is being able to not just speak from the I know the X's and O's, but speak from the hey, I've been in your position on the field. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like I told you earlier, I was one of those guys who outside of football I didn't really care about the education side of it. I did it because I had to
Yeah.
so that I could stay on the field. You know,
Yeah.
understanding those type of guys. Teaching guys that hey, there is life outside of football, which that's one
Yeah.
thing. One big difference between my time at Poteet and my time at Carter is life outside of football was taught. I don't know if you remember they used to have us sitting butt to nut during off season in
Yeah.
Poteet with the character lessons and things like that. Believe it or not, at Carter there was nothing like that. You know what I mean? It was
Mhm.
football, track, back to football. That's literally the order in which it went. There's no character lessons. There's nothing outside of what we're doing on the field, and it translated because the difference is I could 100% tell you at the quarterback position alone, we had a quarterback at Carter that I feel like in the right with the right team could have been in the league by now. You know,
Yeah.
um,
Hmm.
the running back before me, Be Good, was at Kansas State. Before him, Reggie was at TCU. But honestly, outside of a single season, none of us stayed past one season at the college we were first at. And it came down to like, we weren't pushed on that education side. You know what I mean? Uh, what
Yeah.
What do you think, if you were to ever go into coaching, would be the skill that make you most successful at it?
Um, the skill that would make me most successful, I would think the character side. I think
Mm-hmm.
I'm big on character. I'm
Yeah.
I'm big on how you act when no one's around you. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
I think that I think a lot of people get this stuff confused because when you hear about, don't cancel me for this. When you
No,
hear
you
about the
good.
rape allegations, you hear about the rape allegations, you hear about
Mm-hmm.
the robbery, the murder, you hear about stuff like that. It's low key coming from peer pressure, friends,
Exactly. Exactly.
situations. You know what I'm saying? It
Mm-hmm.
comes from those type of things. So I think that I'm real big on character because I feel like if you can understand that, yeah, you may can do that stuff, when no one's looking at you,
Mhm.
or when it's dark outside, or when you think no one's watching you, but
Exactly.
everyone is watching you. Like
Exactly.
someone can see you. Like,
Mhm.
and I feel like me being the type of person that I was, me being a knucklehead at
Yeah.
Poti, getting in, stuff that I know I wasn't supposed to. Looking back on it, it kind of made me think that stuff that I was doing then, I didn't even have to do, because looking at
Exactly.
myself now, I wouldn't
Mhm.
even done that type of stuff. Like, I would have
Mhm.
never even thought, like, that ain't even a thought right now. Like,
Exactly.
from the way that from the yeah, from the stuff that I'm trying to do, from the way that I'm trying to go, that's not
Mhm.
even a thought. Like, if I want to get to this next, if I want to make millions of dollars playing the game I love, since I've been playing since I was like 3 years old, 4 years old,
Mhm.
that other, like, character is a big thing. Like, the league look at character. Forget how good you are in football. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Being good,
Exactly.
it's everyone in the league is good. Like,
Mhm.
everyone in the league is good at football. But if the character is horrible, what they don't want you. They're not gonna
Right.
invest. You are an investment. Why would someone
Mhm.
invest millions of dollars in you when you a knucklehead? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you hard headed. You know what I'm saying? So I just look at it like, when I take over a certain school, and I take over a certain group of kids,
Mhm.
one thing I will instill in them is your character will define you. You won't.
Exactly.
That my motto would be: you won't play for me if your character is off.
Mhm.
I don't care how good you are. You can be the best of the best. You can be number one DB in the country.
Yeah.
I don't need you, because I can get three more other dudes who can be number one DB in the country. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
I
So,
believe it or
I
not, that's something I said as well this past season. It was
yeah,
I'd
like,
rather lose every game without you than win every game and you be a cancer to the rest of the team.
you being cancer, like, you
Exactly.
just can't bring everybody down.
Mhm.
Because if you were cancer to this group, you may be a cancer to the O line, you may be a
Exactly.
cancer to the D line, you
Mhm.
cancer to the running back, the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So I don't need you to bring everyone else
Exactly.
down because you want to
Exactly.
act a certain way.
Mhm.
If everyone else acting high character, good guys, staying good, grades good, come to school, uh, dress good, not look nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that type of stuff
Yeah.
matters. Like, that stuff matters, like, for
Mhm.
real. Because I think that, yeah, high school, you come to school with the sweatpants, and all this stuff. That's cool and all. But when it actually gets down to it, bro, look nice, bro, and bring it, and come in a certain way to people. A first impression is everything. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? A first
Exactly.
impression is everything. So your first impression to me is you a knucklehead for the
Oh
rest
yeah.
of the time I know you.
It don't
Yeah,
matter how
you a
you
knucklehead the rest of the time
act
I know you.
after.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no matter how you act after that, I know
Mhm.
you as, yeah, you a knucklehead, bro. I know
Exactly.
you. I
Exactly.
kind of know how it is.
Yeah.
So
And I mean,
I feel like
let's
that's something I'm gonna really teach though.
yeah. And let's talk on character just a little bit more. Um, when it comes to your character, how do you deal with failure? That's a big part of character. Um, just simple as that. On the field, off the field. How do you deal with failure? It's so easy to, everybody can talk about, hey, when we're up, we're up. But when we're down, how are we reacting to this? How do you personally deal with failure?
I think my thing is, I just look at the people beside me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I look at other people's faces. If,
Yeah.
if I fail, I look at your face. Did I let you down?
Mm-hmm.
Did I let him down? Okay, I let these people down. Let me lift these people. You know what I'm saying? Let
Right.
me let me lift the spirit back up. Because I can't
Mm-hmm.
be down on myself. If I know I failed and I'm already down on myself, guess what I'm gonna do next time? Fail again.
Exactly.
Guess what you doing? You're gonna keep failing because you down on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna fail again, and you're just gonna keep. The cycle is just gonna keep
Mm-hmm.
going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that one thing I took from, me being that type of person. Once I failed, I looked at it, I reflected on myself. What did I do wrong? I didn't do this right. I didn't do this right. Okay, let me not focus on all these things at once. Let me do
Mm-hmm.
this one first. I maybe fail at the rest of these, but I'm gonna be successful on one of them. Okay,
Exactly.
I get that out the way. The next time I go back, I failed this one. I'm gonna get this one right. So now I
Yeah.
got two wins now. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So I just stack them. Like, yeah, you might fail the rest of them, but win one. All you need
Exactly.
is one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all you need is one win. So if you win that one, okay, come to the next one. Win that one. Okay, next one, win that one. Just take it. I just feel like I kind of take things slow when I know I fail. When I know I
Yeah.
fail, I slow it down. Okay, let's slow it all the way back down. And once you start to win, pick it back up. Get
Exactly.
back to,
Yeah.
where you was at. Get back comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how it is. A failure is not even a failure. It's a learn. You
Exactly.
learn from it. You don't even
Exactly.
fail. Like, I don't even believe in the word fail. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
it's certain words that you can't even believe in because you know they negative thought. And a
Mhm.
failure is one of those thoughts. A failure knowing that you know you failed. So I
Yeah.
think that for me, taking a learn will actually grow. It actually grows you taking a learn. Like once you learn something, you're like,
Mhm.
okay, I know next time this is what I'm gonna do next time. Okay, like playing corner, you get beat you get beat on a route. You're gonna come back next time and say, okay, let me take away this. So if you run this route, I'm gonna sit here. But if you
Right.
run this route, I know you got it. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
it's just kind of one of those things. You just gotta know, learn from it, digest it, go and do it. Like
Yeah.
that's kind of what it is.
Now, speaking on learning from it and pretty much moving on from that, uh, if you had to, if you met younger you right now, what would be the advice, just staying on the topic of learning from things, that you give younger you? Let's take it even back further. Let's go seventh, eighth grade you, back when you was hooping as well. You know, I ain't forget about that, but
I would say younger me, just being on the fact to where I would tell my younger self is don't rush, like don't rush the life, like you don't want
Mhm.
to rush it to get to where you want to go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want to make the most out of what you can right now. Like
Exactly.
if I was to go back to seventh and eighth grade, I would tell myself be more enthusiastic to play football,
Mhm.
basketball, to run track. Because it just felt like once I got to seventh and eighth grade, I was just ready to get to high school. Like I
Yeah.
wasn't even
Yeah. I
I
think we all
like
were.
right now, I can't even tell you, I can't even really remember a memory from middle school besides football and basketball. I don't know
Mhm.
nothing else. Like I don't
Yeah.
remember nothing in school. I don't remember no teachers. Like if I could just go back and really, okay, let's slow it down. Let's get to really remembering things. Let's
Mhm.
get to really making connections with people. Because I know once I get older, like this stuff is gonna fly. I will never go back
Exactly.
to middle school ever again.
Mhm.
You know, I would never go back. So if I can slow down that process to say, okay, let's slow down life. Let's not even worry about high school yet. High school's gonna
Exactly.
come.
Mhm.
High school you gotta go to high school. It's gonna
Yeah.
be here. But my thing, I would say for myself, be in the moment. Be there, like now. Like be where your feet are. They tell us that all the time.
Yeah.
Be where your feet is at. Because if your feet are here, but your head is 5 months from now, you see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you just everything is all it's off. It's off because you're looking past something and you're not even realizing that it's right now. Like you're gonna miss everything right
Mhm.
now because you're looking at 5 months from now. Like
So
I
what,
decide
what
that's
what would you tell
mhm.
high school you though?
High school me. I would tell high school me to just just embrace embrace the people that was around you.
Mhm.
Cause I would say this, my senior year, I love my senior year. Like, my senior year of high school is probably some of the greatest memories I still have to this day. Like me and
Yeah.
my friends still talk about like stuff that we did playing football. So even off season, like we wasn't even playing football. We had, you had one class, two class in
Mhm.
the second semester of high school. So we still talk about that stuff. Like, yeah, bro, you remember when we went to Top Golf and da da da. Like, it'd be like some of those things. But I think the time, like my freshman year to my junior year, I would say like started to build connections. Like I realized if I would have started those connections in high school
Mhm.
and college, I think I would have had way more connect because there's a lot of people who's graduated from Poti who really have big jobs, like have
Yeah.
big
Yeah.
time jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Them
saying?
how you get
So
that job? Yeah.
yeah, that's why. How did you
Mhm.
get there? Like I remember
Exactly.
when in school and you was just like the little nerdy kid with the, you know what I'm saying? So
You
I'm like,
the
dang, how'd
kids
you
who
get
didn't, and
that?
it's always the kids who didn't say nothing. You don't remember their
Never
name
said
till
nothing.
graduation day, and you like, I ain't had no classes with him. Who is that? Them be
Who is
all the
that?
ones that,
And
yeah,
then them boys, they working at tech companies and
exactly.
they CEOs, like you
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? So I feel
Startups
like
and
if I would have
yeah,
got startup, they business owners, they
exactly,
driving
exactly.
Lamborghinis and stuff like, and this is fresh out of high school. Like
Hmm.
I was like, if I was to say like build connections, like
Exactly.
connections would take you so far. And I
Hmm.
think that's what a lot of people, that's what a lot of high schoolers don't understand until you get to college. Like,
Exactly.
yeah, college is the time to build connections. But if you can build those high school connections as kids, and
Yeah,
then you like grow up and get older, it's even better because you gonna really meet your best friends in college. Like you
exactly.
gonna meet some of your best friends in
Mm-hmm.
college. But if you can actually meet, if you can remember those people from high school and have best friends in college, everything kind of molds because you can be
Exactly.
like, okay, yeah, this is my best friend from high school. This is my best friend from college. Let's go. You the CEO over here. You the CEO over here. I'm just now getting out of college. I need a job.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah.
got friends who can say, I remember you. You was always nice to me. You want a job?
Mm-hmm.
You need a job? Like that's the type of things that I really wished out of high school I could have established because I think I only established those type of connections when I got to college. I didn't
Yeah.
establish those type of connections in high school because I didn't
Mm-hmm.
even know. I didn't even know that that type of stuff was real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It when you're in high school, it you feel like a kid. You know, even
Yeah.
looking back on my
Hmm.
senior year now, which that's a forever ago, because yours is forever ago at this point. But
Man.
compared to where we are now, w- we were kids. You know what I mean? You don't
Yeah.
have that mindset that we have now as adults who are working in sports, playing sports, living out, life at this point. We're in a totally different place than we were. Um, I mean, so
Hmm.
just moving on from that just a little bit. I want to go backwards just a little bit. A question I forgot to ask earlier. What? Um, I know you had some type of offers out of Texas. Uh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Texas
I had
College offered every single one of us from Carter. There's no way in the
I had
world
four.
that you ain't have no offers in Texas. Is there
No,
anything that
I had four.
yeah?
Four out of high school. Yeah, I had four. I had Texas State.
Mm-hmm.
I had Texas Southern.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, SFA, and then what's the other one? Sam Houston.
Okay. So is there
Sam Houston.
anything that I guess influenced you away from playing college ball in Texas? I know Daquan was playing right up pretty much up street in Tulsa. What
Yeah.
you didn't was it like you didn't want to be close to home, you were looking to expand, or was that just the best opportunity for you? But what
Yeah,
influenced you
I really
to
wasn't trying to play at home. I really wasn't
mhm.
trying to play at home. I low-key took the thing that I took it to where like my mama knew that I was always the one to go. I wanted to
Yeah.
get away. I want to be, somewhere where no one could come. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to be
Yeah.
like one of those. So I
Isolated.
had yeah, I don't want to be isolated. So I had options like Louisiana. I had options on the East Coast. I had like Liberty. I had
Mhm.
UConn. I had some options in Florida. Some in Cali. I had all of my West offers. And then I looked at Utah State and I was like, bro, Utah State is kind of different. Like no one really ever went to Utah State. Like what's Utah State? And at the time, me not really knowing like what Utah State was, what was their record, who was there. I didn't even know who Jordan Love was at the time. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? He was an NFL type quarterback, but I'm not even knowing. Like, dang, they got NFL guys in it. Like, okay,
Yeah.
I can do this. So I take the visit. As I'm taking the visit, they treat me like royalty. Like, because first off, I'm a
Always.
Texas kid.
Always.
I'm literally
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm always like, I'm a Texas kid there. I'm the only kid on the visit. I'm literally the only kid.
What?
Like, come on, LeBron. Yeah, you gonna be an A. Like, you gonna commit to us, right? And in my head, I'm like, bruh, I might commit here, man. Like, I ain't really thought about like, I'm gonna commit here.
Mhm.
So the thing go on, and I leave Sunday. I leave Sunday morning. As I'm coming back, I'm telling my mama like, "Ma, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of like Utah State." She was like, "You don't like Utah State? Quit lying. You know how your mom is.
Yeah.
Boy, you don't like Utah
My
State."
mom's same
I'm
way.
like, I'm
You
like,
yeah.
I'm like, nah, nah, nah. Like, I like it for real. Like, she's like, but like it's Mormons and stuff. I'm like, yeah, like that don't mean nothing. Like, it's school, like it's football,
Mhm.
school, and next level. Like, I'm not even worried about life after. Like, I'm not even worried about life in Utah. You get
Exactly.
life in Utah. So, September 8th come around. I took the visit. I took the visit August 30th. It was like end of August.
Yeah.
End of August, right before we played Tyler Lee. So we played
Okay.
Tyler Lee. Uh, no, yeah, we played Tyler Lee and that weekend, that Friday. I left to go
Mhm.
to Utah State that night. Like got back, I went to
Yeah,
the airport
got
that
to.
night.
Wow.
Yeah, got to the airport that night. So as I was there, I told my mom, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna commit. Like, I'm just commit. And then she was like, you really want to go to Utah? Like, what's in Utah that you like in Utah so bad? I was like, man, these people good. Like, they was top 25 in the nation. Jordan Love was going to the league. They had good running backs going to the league. They had like two receivers that was league bound. They had a tight end that was league bound,
Mhm.
three DBs that were league bound, like four D linemen. Like they had a lot of people that was going league. So I was like, I kind of like this little school. Like this little school ain't really known, but they good. Like you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like and at that time, forget the being known part. Like yeah, being known is good. You want people to know your school, but if
Mhm.
your school is not good, like don't nobody really care. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got to really look at it as who's winning. What's the type of culture they have there? Like if you're winning, if the coaching is good, if you got guys who can actually make it to the next level, that's where I'm at. Like that's the right
Right.
I'm trying to go. I'm not trying to
Yeah.
be around, you know, an environment that's not gonna have guys go to the like. That's kind of
Mhm.
how I was. Not to throw shade on any other schools, but I had a school who was like offering me and telling me like, hey, you come here, you can start, you can do this, you can have a single digit number, you can be this, you can be that. I'm like, yeah, that sounds good and all, but y'all not winning the games. Like, you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like, I want to
Exactly.
win. Like, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah, the luxury and all this stuff sounds good, but y'all not winning anything. So there's no
Mhm.
point of me to come and bring my talent, my hard work, my dedication, my character here if
Somewhere where
it's
it's.
not even gonna be
Yeah.
showcased.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I want to go somewhere where even if I don't start or if I don't play, I know I'm around guys who are good.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna win though, so I can
Mhm.
learn from these. Like I'm good. Like I was good my freshman year, and I was at Utah State where guys who were good. So I was just learning from these guys that were good.
Exactly.
Like these guys was these guys was nice. So I just learned that okay, let me take this from his game. I'm gonna take this from his game. He a
Mhm.
little aggressive, so I like the aggressive he takes. So let me take a little bit from that. So I was just taking piece from these guys, and they were winning. But if I would have went to a school up north, like East Coast up north, like Northeast,
Yeah.
and team would have not been so good, where I would have been at now.
Exactly.
Where's
And
my
I
name at now? You
yeah,
know what
and I
I'm
think that's a thing a lot of, especially incoming college freshmen, get twisted, especially when they're going on visits and they're feeling like they're the king of the world on these visits they go to. It's one thing to go to a program where you're going to be a day one starter. You'll get any number you want. You can take a position if you want. If it comes that easy to you, that should not be where you want to go.
That should be where you want to go
That should
at
be the
all.
biggest red flag of them all. You know, it's
Definitely.
if I'm not the number one recruit in the nation, and hell, even if I am the number one recruit in the nation, if I go on my
I don't
visit
want
and
to
you're
come in
telling
and my
me
spot's given to me.
exactly,
No, no.
let me earn it just like everybody else. You know,
Mhm.
because the way
Mhm.
I see it, especially how many stars were you at high school? Three.
3 stars. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're a three-star corner. No disrespect, but if you go into a college visit and this school's telling you you're the guy, yeah, you can 1 through 9 if you want it. I'd strip it off his back right now and give it to you. You, you know what I mean? It sounds
Mhm.
good, but as
It
far as the
sounds good.
development of you as a player and you as a person, what does that mean for that school? You know what I
Mhm.
mean? You're
Mhm.
basically saying, yeah, you're not the best. You're the best that we can get. You know,
Definitely.
and if
Definitely.
and the way I see it is, if the school that I'm looking to commit to isn't going after 5-star guys, that's not a roster I want to be on. Because that means there's a
Yeah.
coaching staff in there that's content with being okay.
Mhm.
And mediocrity, I
Mhm.
you that's one thing I loved about Poteet. That was not tolerated. you know?
At all. At
yeah.
all. Yeah, that was at
If
all.
you're okay with being okay, you're at the wrong school. You're playing the wrong sport. Go play tennis.
Definitely.
But
Go play tennis.
but no, seriously, that's honestly how I feel about that. It kind of strikes a nerve with me, just with those teams that feel that when it comes to recruiting guys, you'd rather go for the 3-star and just say, yeah, we did it. We recruited somebody. We let him get what he wants, so he'll sign. Than saying, hey, I went after this guy because this is the guy that I feel like he'll compete. This is the guy that in
Mm-hmm.
our system, he will grow. This is the guy that in our system will become the equivalent of a 5-star guy. This is the guy who will outwork the next 5-star guy. If we tell him right now we're bringing a 5-star in to compete with him, he's not gonna hit the portal. This is the guy that's gonna come in and outwork him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's the type of program
Mm-hmm.
that I'd be personally looking for. But I'm sorry about that
Definitely.
rant. Just moving on though. So for young athletes right now, I'm sure you're still plugged into Mesquite and the community and all that. Um,
Yeah.
what would you tell uh, incoming freshmen this year, incoming to the POT system? They play receiver, they play DB. You're the kid they look up to. What would be your advice to that kid?
My advice to them, I would really say, just work on your craft.
Yeah.
Don't look at it. Don't look at it to where I gotta have offers, or
Mm-hmm.
my homeboy's getting offers and I don't have any, or you looking at it as, well, coach think looking at me right now, he not really feeling me. He don't think I'm good enough, or I'm playing, freshman. I should have been playing VAR. Like, it ain't even about that, because
Right.
everyone's role is different. Everyone's time is different. Like, God's time for everyone, it is different. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that I learned while I was at Poteet, um, was you can't rush the process. Like, God got it. Like, he got you when it's time. Because
Yeah.
think about it. If God gave you $1 million right now without you working for it, you'll blow through it.
Exactly.
You
Ten
you
times out
you'll
of
you'll
10.
blow through $1 million right 10 times out of 10. You'll blow through
Yeah.
$1 million right now. He
Mm-hmm.
just gave it to you. He just up and gave it to you. But if you actually worked and put your head down and you grind for it, you will actually more appreciate it. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm on
You know the
varsity. I'm
value of
gonna
it now.
stay on it. You know the
Exactly.
value of it now. So if you're
Mm-hmm.
working and if you getting strong, if you in a training room every day, if you in the film room every day, you talking to your coaches, coach, what you think I should do better at? Coach, how you feel about, me working this type of technique? How you feel about, us doing this type of technique? Like, go and actually build a relationship with your high school coaches.
Mm-hmm.
Because college is a different level. College is not about building relationships with coaches. Like, this is business. Like, these coaches can leave at any moment of the day. These coaches
Yeah.
get fired at any moment of the day. Like, in high school, those coaches will be there 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like a coach will be your college coach can literally be there 3 months, leave,
Mm-hmm.
get another job, get paid another 60, like, another 600,000 somewhere, and go to Alabama and be their quality control guy. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So, like,
Exactly.
they're not even a corners coach anymore. Like, it's
Mm-hmm.
one of those things to where, like, just be aware of be aware of the things that's around you. I wouldn't say don't try to run everybody race, because it's not even a race. It's a
Exactly.
marathon. Like, you gotta know, okay, I can sprint here, I can walk here, I can jog here, I can crawl here, I can maybe stop here. Like, you gotta, like, figure that part out, because I think that's the hardest part of where the young guys don't really understand. Because I don't think the young guys understand it to where, yeah, my homeboy, he's good enough to be on varsity, but why I ain't good enough to be on varsity?
Yeah.
And then people start getting out of, they start not coming to practice,
Mm-hmm.
skipping school. Then you start smoking in school. You start doing other stuff you don't supposed to be doing,
Stop caring.
because
Exactly.
you stop caring. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so you just gonna be hard. The point of the freshman year off season is to break you. Like, that's the
Exactly.
point. The point of the freshman off season is to break you. You just have to show them, yeah, it's gonna hurt. Yeah, I may be tired. Yeah, I may throw up, and yeah, I maybe get frustrated at you. But at the same time, fam, I'm gonna come back tomorrow,
Exactly.
and you're just gonna have to do it again.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do it again, I'm gonna come back tomorrow. You're just gonna have to keep doing it. Like, until you start to figure it out, you're just gonna have to take the hurt. Cause I tell my little brothers this all the time. My little brother a freshman in high school now,
Yeah. Really?
and and my little, yeah,
My
yeah,
goodness,
yeah,
that make me feel
man,
old.
man, make us feel old, don't
Wow,
it,
that's
bro?
crazy.
Make
Well,
us feel
that's crazy because
old.
our little sister Bree, she's gonna be an incoming freshman this year as well, and she was.
Wow, bro.
You remember she was a baby,
Wow. That's
so
she was a baby last time.
to
Wow.
think about that just makes me feel old. But I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
But
That just,
no, you
yeah,
good, bro. But it's like I tell my little brother all the time. I'm like, bro. don't think that varsity is supposed to happen for you now. Like I tell them all the time, bro. I'm gonna keep it a whole buck with you, bro. You're not good enough to be a varsity yet. Like I tell my little brother that all the time, like, bro, I'm gonna be the one to tell you because your coaches can't tell you that. Like they
Exactly.
ain't gonna be the one to say you're not good enough to play varsity. They're not gonna tell you that because they know if they tell you that, it's gonna be a whole, everything else. I tell my little brother all the time, bro, you are good enough where you at. Like
Mhm.
my little brother's a sophomore. My little brother gonna play JV this year. I said, bro, play JV, get good at it.
Get better.
Once you get better, like
Yeah.
you can use this time to get better. Forget the stats, forget the offers, forget the varsity, but you can have junior and
Mhm.
senior year to get off it, bro. So use the sophomore year to actually get better. Work footwork, work
Exactly.
craft. If you
Exactly.
really want to get better, use because I tell my little brother all the time. I watch my little brother spring game. I got his little huddle and stuff. I'll be watching
Mhm.
spring game. I said, little bro, you're good enough to play varsity. You are. But right now, you're not though. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have the type of like he a fresh come like my little brother didn't play football none through school. He just started playing this spring.
What?
Like this
Wow.
spring, he just started playing. But he's good though. He's good.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy. He's good, but he's not varsity good. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like you good, but you're not varsity good
Yeah.
yet. So I'll be telling him like ball now. Do those kids how you supposed to do those kids on
Mhm.
JV. Do them how you supposed to do them. You supposed to do that. Because when varsity come around, it's gonna be a different game because everyone's trying to get offers. Everyone's trying
Exactly.
to go to college.
Exactly.
We all trying to go. It was like that my junior year. We all want to go to college, bro.
Yeah.
So
And
you
I
can't
mean,
expect someone to do that. Like you can't
yeah.
expect to have something right then. You can't.
Yeah. And if we're being honest, I wish more coaches were open to telling their players that. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah.
Specifically with me in my process, my sophomore year at Carter, I got moved up 2 weeks into the season. I'm thinking I'm hot shit because, you know, I'm a sophomore playing varsity. I transfer here. I'm better than there. You know what I mean? And I get on the
Mm-hmm.
field. And I'm like, I'm not ready for this. I, you know
Yeah.
me. I'm not a big guy. You know, but it came down to if I would have had that sophomore year to critique my craft, I probably would have had offers way before the end of my junior year. They would have came earlier on because by that point I would have been a more well-rounded athlete. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Mm-hmm.
I just as players want to rush their craft. Sometimes if you're not in the right coaching situation, the same thing will happen. But
Same thing gonna
I'm
happen.
yeah,
Definitely.
I'm glad you told your brother that. You're gonna have to send me over his huddle. I'm gonna have to watch his stuff this. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially now that I
Yeah.
didn't even
I'll
know.
definitely send it to you.
Yeah, he's already
Yeah.
in high
I'll definitely
school.
send it to you.
That's crazy.
Already in high school. We're already a
Wow,
sophomore, bro. That's crazy. And
halfway through it
I
too.
told him like I was like, once I get done, I said, once I get done, bro, when I get home from school, whatever, and
Mhm.
once I get my little chance to come home, I said, bro, I'll train you for that summer, bro. I'll
Yeah.
train you for that winter. You know what I'm saying? Like I will give you a college experience because one thing like I want you to understand, bro, is high school is easy. Like high school
By far.
varsity, high school
Yeah.
freshman, that's
Mhm.
easy, bro. College is a different like these are we all grown men playing
Yeah.
kid games
Yeah.
like real life. So it's way more intense. It's way faster. People are
Mhm.
way stronger, and the mindset is different because everybody was that guy in high school. Like you
Exactly.
know what I'm saying? Everyone was
All
that
of us
guy.
was all
I
district.
was that
All
guy in high school.
yeah.
Like
Exactly.
all district, all comp. Like we was
All
all that
state.
in high school.
Exactly. We had to act.
All states. Like we had that. Like and then you get to college
Mm-hmm.
for getting ready player of the years. Like
Yeah.
you really beat these people and these people who got records at their schools, like
Mm-hmm.
people who played one like three, four positions at their high school. Like they was the man at their school, bro.
Yeah.
So you gotta look at it to where, bro, I'm not gonna teach you like you my brother. I'm gonna teach you like you my homeboy at my school so
Mm-hmm.
you can actually understand, bro, this is real, bro. Like
Exactly.
people really
Exactly.
play this game with passion. Like as little kids, like you gotta think about it. It be people really 300 pounds playing like little kids.
Yeah.
Like like for real. Like for
Yeah.
real. It's
And
a
I
little kid game with grown men in it.
yeah. And I got a funny story on that. Jaden, Jaden's the best athlete out of all of us by far.
Yeah.
He runs circles around me and Brandon. But Jaden was the one he didn't know if he wanted to go to college because he was like, I saw how you struggle with the commitment. I know I ain't gonna do it. um, look, I funniest story ever. His senior year, he gets a call from a coach. I'm not gonna name the school or any of that. He asks what time the workouts were. The coach goes, "Yeah, you know we work out every morning 5:30."
5:30, 5:30.
Hey, when
Every
I
morning.
tell you,
5:30, 5:30, 5:30 is the wake up call. The wake up call is
yeah,
always 5:30. The
mm-hmm.
workout starts 6 on the dot.
Oh
Like
yeah, yeah,
not 6:01. You can't
not
even be there at 5:59. Like you
exactly.
really can't be there at 5:59. You have to be there at 5:30.
Mm-hmm.
The workout starts 5:55. Like I tell my little brother that all the time. Like,
Yeah,
bro, you have to get like if you really want to go to college, bro, stuff
understand.
don't
That's
start
the
at
commitment
that
you're
time.
making.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
making this commitment. Like stuff
exactly.
don't start at 6 o'clock. It start at 5:30. It
Mm-hmm.
starts at 5:55,
Exactly.
5:45. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like this stuff is like I my little, I talk to my little brother like that all the time. Like, bro, like get up. Like you have to get up and go. Like you
Exactly.
have to go do this. He's like, bro, I
It's
don't
too
feel like it
early.
today, bro. It's too early.
Gonna
Nah,
roll
bro,
out
it
of
ain't
bed.
too
If you
early.
really want it, show me
Bro,
you want
get
it
out this
now.
bed.
Exactly.
Show me you want it right now. Get out the
Yeah.
bed. So let's go, bro. Let's go to
Yeah.
the field. We're gonna work for an hour, bro. You can come home, you can sleep. We'll get up, you go work again, you go home, sleep. Like that's
Exactly.
what it is. You get a two a day, bro.
Exactly.
And
Mm-hmm.
in college, you really get and our two a day is not even a two a day. Like you sleep, you go work out, you go home. Ours is a
Mm-mm.
workout, wait in the locker room 5 minutes, work out
Yeah.
again. Like it's
Well,
there's no go home. Like there's none of that.
see, us, we didn't even have weight in the locker room. So our downtime from the summer transition period was yoga was our downtime. So we went
Mhm.
morning field. Well, no, so it was morning workout. So we're weight room to field to yoga to field to classroom. That was every day. There's
Mhm.
no days off, no changing that schedule, but pretty, you know what I mean? You're
Mhm.
before the school year starts, that commitment, you're almost going through a whole day of work.
Yeah, definitely. Like
Like
that's
five,
basically what it is.
yeah, 5:30
Basically
a.m.
what it
to
is.
8 p.m. Your schedule,
8 p.m.
yeah,
every day, and it's loaded. It's loaded
exactly,
up. Like
exactly.
every minute of the day is
Mm-hmm.
loaded. It's
You
something you
have
have
something to
something to
do.
do.
Exactly. It's not nap time. It's not rest time. Your rest time,
Nah, rest
yeah.
time. You don't go home.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, you go. Your rest time is 5 minutes, ten
Yeah.
minutes, and you gonna
Mm-hmm.
sit in the locker room. Sit in the
Or you
locker
on the
room,
way to your next
conversate with
destination.
everybody, or you on your way
Exactly.
to your next destination. That's the only
Yeah.
downtime
Yeah.
time you get to break. That's really it. And I'll tell my little brother, I'm like, bro, I said, bro, you need to get up, you need to go wash, pray, you need to wash,
Yeah.
brush your teeth, you need to go make you something to eat, we need to get out the house, we need to go. We need to be
Mm-hmm.
done 8:30. 8:30, we need to be leaving the
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, that ain't gonna work, bro. Like that ain't gonna work, bro, because you gotta realize, bro, it's things that the college level look at while you in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Like that coach gonna come down and say how he is outside of football. What is his
Exactly.
schedule like outside of football? If y'all wasn't doing football right now, what is he doing? Like
Exactly.
that's things that people really ask. 'Cause in
Mm-hmm.
college, like especially at the Power Five level,
Oh
like
yeah.
this stuff is so business like. It's like the fall camp starts 6:45 in the morning. You have
Mm-hmm.
to be on the field at 6:45. You're not on the field at 6:45. You're late.
Exactly.
You're late. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So you got 6:45 practice. Then you bounce around, go class. You go class from what 9 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and then you go meetings 1 o'clock to 6 o'clock. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's a whole day, brother. You can't get ready 30 minutes before. You have to be ready hours before so you can
Exactly.
get the day started. Like,
There's
you know
no
what I'm saying?
last minute prep. You're prepping for your
There's
day
no
on
last
a
minute
daily.
prep. Your
Yeah.
prep is hours beforehand,
Mm-hmm.
days beforehand. Like,
Exactly.
because
Yeah.
if I could say something I did my freshman year that I didn't realize that preparation started yesterday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That started yesterday. Like you think you're gonna come to practice Monday and you didn't drink any water, and you're not hydrated, you didn't eat the day before, and you think you're about to come out and have a great practice, like
You
an
got a rude
energetic
awake.
practice.
Yeah, you got a rude
You got a
awakening.
rude awakening because like
Yeah.
literally throwing up,
Mm-hmm.
throwing up, head hurting, losing weight, like cramping, like bro, that stuff
Mm-hmm.
is real, and
Yeah.
like weight is a big thing too. Like you can't expect to prepare yourself and your weight's not there. You're not even making
Exactly.
weight. bro, you're not even gonna play. You're not even a certain weight, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, certain positions have certain weights. So if you're not even a certain weight at playing corner, like corners are not that big. Like, we really weigh between 175
Mm-hmm.
to 190. Like, there's no really 200-pound cornerbacks.
Yeah.
So if you really like under that type of weight, bro, you gotta go. They're gonna say no, you can't even practice, bro. You need to go eat. Like, you need two
Exactly.
plates. You need
Exactly.
3 plates. You need to eat all
Go
three
ahead,
plates.
carb
Like,
up and
go
step on the
on,
scale.
yeah,
Yeah.
step on that scale, bro.
Yeah.
Eat that real quick. Step on the scale. And if you don't step on the scale, if you don't eat,
Yeah.
if you don't make the weight, you gotta go back and eat again.
Exactly.
Or go back and
Exactly.
eat again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I would say,
like
transition wise, that was my biggest weakness as well. I've never been a bigger guy, you know. Hell, in high school, I had thick thighs though. I don't know if you remember. There was a we all
yeah,
our
you was built.
yeah
Yeah,
yeah
we was all built in high school.
exactly.
Yeah, we was
But
built.
kudos to the Poteet strength and conditioning because
Yeah,
they
definitely, definitely.
yeah, if you came through Poteet, you leaving looking like that.
You
But
leaving looking like something. Yeah, you had something.
yeah, exactly. But no, like I said, Carter was so different. We didn't have any of that. The only reason I kept up that physique and kept up my weight and things like that was kind of just self motivation, you know. But I yeah, I just think for me that was my biggest challenge in college though. When it's so easy to push yourself when you're trying to get there,
Mhm.
but when you get there and you got to maintain it,
Maintain it.
that is
That's
the
the
hard
hard
part.
part.
You know what I mean?
That's the hard
When
part.
you're,
Hmm.
especially like in my case, I'm coming in, I'm like, dang, I'm not even, I'm 1, 2, 3, 4 on depth chart right now. You know what I mean? And I got
Hmm.
another freshman on top of me, and I'm better than the freshman who's on top of me, but he could keep his weight and I can't. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
it's
So they're
it's
gonna look at it as he
exactly
got the weight, but you don't. Yeah.
exactly. Your
Hmm.
accolades don't mean nothing. Your stats don't mean nothing. Your
Accolades
highlights
don't mean
don't mean
that. Don't
nothing.
mean nothing. Those
Exactly.
stars don't mean anything.
Exactly.
If you can't come in and produce for us, you don't matter. It doesn't
Exactly.
matter.
Yeah. But that was.
I tell my brother that all the time. Like
Hmm.
he like to he like to look good. You know
Yeah.
how it is. Like
Yeah.
everybody like swag and stuff. And I'm big on that too. Like I like to look good when I play and stuff. But at the same time, you have to earn that type of stuff. Like you know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? Like, bruh,
Exactly. Hmm.
you can look good wearing nothing.
Well,
Like
remember.
you think you better
Yeah.
yeah. Remember how they used to
Poteet
have you
is
couldn't even wear visors. Yeah,
exactly.
you couldn't
You
wear
gotta
visors,
earn
you couldn't
it.
wear spats. You gotta earn
Exactly.
that stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and I see a lot of it's a lot of freshmen at Poteet now who got visors, who wearing
Yeah. Yeah.
back
That's
flap with the
so
back flap
different.
out,
So
spat.
different.
Like it's different.
I
Like
don't
we
know
was there, you couldn't even wear that type.
exactly.
You could barely wear gloves. Like you got gloves, cleats, bands, armbands. That's it. Like
And hold
nothing
up,
else. No
remember your gloves
sleeves,
had
no
to be
none
the
of that.
green, black, or white too.
Gloves, green, black, or white. It's I've said these kids really wearing the grip boost. You know, they got the
Yeah,
little thing
yeah,
like in the
uh huh.
bro. You couldn't even wear it. Like Coach Groves
Exactly.
was not
Coach
letting that
Groves was not.
happen.
He was like, "That's not
Not letting that
happening."
happen. It's
Exactly.
not happening.
Yeah.
It's either green, black, or white, or you had to earn that type of stuff. You weren't gonna
Exactly.
wear a visor because you
Mhm.
just came here and we ain't
Yeah.
doing that, dude.
Exactly.
Can't do that,
But
bro.
I mean, I guess that kind of also shows just through the schedule. You know what I mean? It
Yeah,
Poteet when I know I only went there my freshman and senior year, but still went through that Poteet system. You know what I mean? That's still a lifestyle that I kind of kept even after leaving, but more so it's it showed that you know when we were there, you were winning. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's all.
Hmm.
That's win. You know.
Definitely.
Before we were there was the TPW under Coach Jackson, the tough
Hmm.
people, and even when Coach Groves came in, we didn't really use TPW, but it was still something that
Yeah.
stuck around. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
when Malik was there his senior year, and those seniors their freshman year was Coach Jackson, so that's something that they
Yeah.
still repped, and that's still something that through the locker room kind of showed. And because of that, I don't know what year it might have ended, but Poteet's real different now. than it
Yeah,
was.
bro, it's real.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
go back all the time. Every time I go home, I always go back. I always,
Mhm.
work out on the fields. I always go say what's up to Coach Bird, all them
Yeah.
guys there. And I look around and I look around like just the community, just the locker room, just
Mhm.
the people that's there, and I look at, I'm like, bro, this stuff wasn't like that when we was here.
Exactly.
Like when we was
Exactly.
there, like bro, we lived like I go to the fields and when we was younger, we go to the field, it's 30, 40, 50 people at the field. Let's
Yeah.
play 7-on-7, let's 1-on-1.
Rem-
Like it's none
707
of that
every
no more.
weekend.
Like
In and
every
out
weekend, like
season.
it was 7-on-7 and off season, it
Exactly.
was 7-on-7 every weekend. Like someone
Mhm.
was at the field, let's do 1-on-ones. Let's run 7-on-7. Like we was gonna do something. And I just feel like once I went back the last time,
Mhm.
like none of that was there. Like, yeah, they
Wow.
got the turf field, they got the pavilion on the turf
Yeah.
field, but like, why y'all got like they setting up everything for you guys to win,
Exact.
and you're not
They're
even
putting
taking
you in a
advantage of
position.
this stuff.
Remember.
They giving y'all a turf field, so you
Exactly.
don't got to go find a field when it's wet. If it's raining, you can still go because if something's blocking the rain.
Mhm.
Like you got everything you need to win. No one's utilizing the stuff
Exactly.
you have to win. Like y'all got a
Exactly.
weight room. You can ask Coach McLean, open the weight room for me, Coach. He will gladly come and open the weight room for
Mhm.
y'all. Like, like, like that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna go and coach. When I coach, I'm gonna literally go and I asked Coach Groves this probably like a month ago. I was like, Coach Groves, I want to come and coach. He was like, okay, you need to get this, get this, get this. I was like, okay, cool, I can do that. So I'm getting my stuff together,
That's
and
good.
I was just thinking like, bro, the stuff that I'm gonna do, like when I start coaching, bro, like I'm gonna change like Poteet, because Walt just got signed as the running back coach at Poteet.
What?
Walt's the running back
Let's
coach. Yeah, Walt's the
go.
running back coach at
Okay.
Poteet. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, Walt's there. You never
Mhm.
know who else gonna come back and coach.
Exactly.
And if we get, and I was like, if everyone who played at Poteet who know that
Who
coaching at
knows
Poteet come back
exactly?
and coach and know how it was, is gonna be that way at some
Exactly.
point again. Like
Exactly.
at some point again, it's gonna be how it was
Mhm.
2018, 2017, 2016,
Exactly.
2015. Like it's gonna those times when Poteet was consistently at the top of the charts,
Exactly.
it's gonna be like
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I can
Yeah.
see it. I can see it.
And that's a good vision to have. I mean, like I said, I maybe in the future that might be in my future too. I don't know what cards God has for me
Man,
as far as that. I've been doing my thing up here, but you know, you never know. I would love to see Poteet get back to how it was, and I don't mean the wins and losses. I mean the program itself. You know what I mean?
program,
Some
yeah.
stuff was just
Hmm.
unacceptable. Hell, I remember like when we wanted to get on the field. I don't know if you remember. This was 2014, 2013, before the turf field was there. We're
Hmm.
jumping the fence.
Jumping the fence. You gotta jump the fence
Yeah,
to get here.
exactly. Like
They kicking us off the field.
they're
Like we
they're
wanted to get on
saying,
the
hey,
field
you gotta
so bad they
go.
was kicking us off the field. Y'all gotta
Exactly.
go.
Now
But
it's
that's how it
open,
should be. Like
gates
it's
unlocked,
open.
but nobody shows up.
No one's there. Like no
Exactly.
one's there, but they
Exactly.
just have to kick us off the field. Like
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I can't even be mad at a group of guys who really sneak onto a football field and just work out. If I have to
That's
kick y'all off,
dedication.
that's dedication. That means
Mm-hmm.
you shouldn't even want to kick these guys out, because if these guys jump the fence to really work craft, like and
Exactly.
these really working the craft, just let it be. Like you
Mm-hmm.
just gotta see, because I feel like if 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 Poteet's community starts seeing that these kids really want to play ball, like it's a different time zone from what it was. Like
Mm-hmm.
from then till now, like these kids got more say than what we did. Like you know what I'm
Exact.
saying? We
By
didn't really
far.
have more say. So
By
yeah, so
far.
when they said get off the field, we had to literally get off the field. And
Mm-hmm.
Coach Groves was gonna come outside and we was gonna do up downs while the school not even started. You know what I'm saying?
And
Like
then you still gotta go after you're done with the
and then you
update.
gotta go
Exactly. Yeah.
then
But
you gotta go and jump the fence to get out. Like but now like the gate's open. If they tell you to
exactly.
like they shouldn't
Exactly.
even say none of that. Like it should be open gate, open weight room. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like all these kids that go to Poteet should have some type of open gate to
Exactly.
work. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you want to keep these kids out of the streets, out of jail, out of trouble, let these kids use these things to if they get bored and these kids want to go and say these kids get bored and they feel like want to rob somebody, they don't have to do that because all they can
Exactly.
say is, "Bro, no, I'm finna go to the
Exactly.
field,
I'm
bro."
finna go
Like,
work out.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
Yeah.
finna work out, bro. Like,
Mhm.
I don't even want none of that. I don't want nothing to do with that. And I feel like that's kind of how I was because I got plenty of stories of me being kicked off Poteet Field. Like,
Oh,
they
I
used to
think
kick
we
me out
all do.
every day.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
they used to kick us off every day. But
Yeah.
I just be like, bro, I'm not even finna go and try to go rob nobody because
Mhm.
why would I go do that when the field open? Like,
Exactly.
I'd rather go be over here where
We
if
putting
they
on
say,
Snapchat.
"Where
We
was
got a
you at?"
7-on-7.
We got a 7-on-7 in
Exactly.
10 minutes. Pull up, like you know what I'm saying. It was one of
Yeah.
those. Yeah,
I
like
mean, it is.
I was just looking at it like, but that was the only thing that really kept me out of trouble. Cause
Mhm.
I would say I wanted to just be on the field. Like the
Right.
field was like my sanctuary. Like when I knew I was down and I was out of it and I couldn't be around nobody and I was frustrated, whatever, sad,
Mhm.
mad, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna go to the field. Like
Right.
I'm gonna just work out, work this pain away, go home, smile, like see something better. Cause the one thing I can't do is I can't try to live my life on the edge,
Mhm.
knowing that it's a bigger purpose there. Like it's something
Exactly.
bigger than trying to make a look like trying to make $50. You know, so trying to make
Mhm.
$100. Like yeah, $100 can come, but what's better than $100 million? Are you
Exactly.
saying that's
Exactly.
gonna take a little longer? Yeah, it's gonna take a little
Mhm.
longer, but I'd rather take 100 million than 100 right now.
Exactly.
I don't need that $100 right now. I want that 100 million that's gonna take 19, 20 years. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like I want that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm working to. And I just think from I'm gonna put that in perspective whenever I coach. Like, yeah,
Mhm.
it's the environment that we are in. The environment because we all know like we all know Mesquite at that time was a horrible environment. Like it was a horrible environment.
Yeah.
We had
Yeah.
gangs. You know, it was
Hit
gangs, it was
right up street,
drugs, it was
right up
you
street
know
of
everything
Canada. It's
right up the
always
street, right at Canada, right up the
always something
street,
going on.
and
Yeah.
there's always something going on. And
Mhm.
once I looked at, I'm like, bro, it's a thing to where you can you can you can you can have like you can withstand this environment because
Mhm.
you can't if you can't leave a situation you can't leave the situation but
Right.
you can do something about the situation.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You can definitely do something about it. Maybe
Mhm.
you can't leave, but you can say, all right, I'm gonna stay away from over here because I'm gonna go to this field, or I'm gonna stay away from the drugs. I'm gonna go to the court, or I'm gonna go get on the track, or I'm gonna go get in the weight room. Like it was, it was something like that. Like just for the kids to find something that takes the mind off of just trying to, sell drugs or, tote guns. Like,
Yeah.
because don't get me wrong, like, I was one of them kids. I was one of them kids where, I was around it.
Fast money
I was
sound good.
around the drug.
Fast
You
money
said,
always sounds
you
good.
said fast money
Exactly.
sounds great. I was
Yeah.
around it. I was thinking, like, dang, this guy's coming back with $10,000. Like,
Exactly.
I want
I ain't
ten
never
thousand
seen
dollars,
ten
but
thousand dollars for.
I ain't never seen $10,000. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it was just like, bro, why risk my life
Mhm.
for $10,000? Where I'd rather risk my life for this 100 million that's 15. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
15 years from now. Like
Mhm.
the longer road is better, even though it's
Exactly.
longer. Yeah, it's longer.
You're
Yeah,
gonna have to work
but
a little bit
with
harder,
that
but
time, Ben, you got to
it's
work a
worth it.
little bit harder. Like it's worth it. Like, at the end
Mhm.
of the day, that waiting 15 years for this 100 million is
Yeah.
worth it than 10,000 in
Exactly.
10 minutes. That's worth it.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, and
That's worth it.
even just going. This will actually go back a little bit more, but it's something we already touched on. But I think with the points you just made, I can really bring it back up. It just goes into the coaching staff we had at Poteet. I
Hmm.
can't say anything but good things about it. Just because like I said, I saw both sides of the track. You know what I mean? I was at Poteet,
Hmm.
but I also went to Carter. I
Yeah.
Carter had just as many phenomenal athletes, but from my senior class at Carter, just through the athletes alone, we got two kids on the squad who actually lost murder charges. You separate murder charges.
Whoa.
Like, but think about that.
Yeah.
When you're, it's one thing to push football on kids and be like, yeah, you can go to the league, you can be a great athlete, you really good, you fast, you're strong. But when you're not pouring into these kids' souls, you know what I mean? You're not teaching, yeah, you can be a
Hmm.
great athlete, but you also gotta be a good person too. You know,
Hmm.
it shows, and like I said, it's not like they were bad kids or any. No, it's just when you're taught if you're a good athlete, you could do whatever you want.
Yep.
When you're
Mhm.
put in that situation, you know what I mean?
Yep. Mhm.
All
I
right,
know how it
I'm gonna
is.
shoot him because I'm gonna get away with it. That's really the mindset that some of these dudes had, you know, and it's saying a lot.
Mhm.
Cause so my junior year at Carter,
I got a story. I'm not even gonna put his business out there, but
yeah,
one of the guys, we went to school with,
mm-hmm,
he had went went to college, had a just wanted to be something that what I'm saying, wanted to
yeah,
be something
yeah,
that he wasn't. You know
exactly.
what I'm saying?
And I felt
Ended
bad
up getting
when
caught
I
up, and
exact
yeah, I feel bad
dude.
for
When
him
I
because
tell
it's just
you
like,
when I
it's
read that,
bro, you
I
were
it
great,
hurt
bro.
my soul because he was a great athlete.
You know what I'm saying? You were great, bro. Like you were really like he was really on his like he's supposed to have been in the league, right? Like he was
Now,
supposed to be drafted this
yeah,
year, like this
yeah,
year. And
exactly.
when I called him and I tell him, I'm like, bro, I called him when it first happened. I called him. I say, bro, what was you thinking, bro? Like, what was going through your head, bro? He was just
Mm-hmm.
like, bro, like, I don't really know, fam. Like, I just got caught up in the wrong stuff. And I was like, fam, that's one thing we always said, fam. Don't get
Exactly.
caught up with those like those type of things. But like fam. Yeah, I ain't saying like you feel me. You can't go and do what you was doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we both know what was happening. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But
Of
I said
course.
you can't. Well, I ain't saying don't go do what you was doing, but know that if you would have got caught in that, you
Mm-hmm.
gotta know, fam. You're gonna get caught. Like doing
Exactly.
stuff like that, you're gonna get caught, fam. And it don't matter who you are, fam. Even the best of the best people who do that shit,
Yeah.
like they get caught, fam.
Think of how
So
many
it's
guys
like
from the league end up in prison.
end up like doing dumb stuff like that because you
Exactly.
think you're a millionaire, you got this money, people can't really do nothing to
Mm-hmm.
you, or you're just gonna get probation. No, bro,
Nah.
you're gonna go to prison, folks. Like they gonna come
Yeah.
and get
Yeah.
you, fam. And
Mm-hmm.
I was, that's what I'm saying when I was talking to him, like, bro, bro, you can't even be doing this. I'm like, but so what's next, bro? He was like, I'm trying to play football again, bro. I'm like, fam, you can't play football, with that type of mindset. Fool.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta watch that shit out, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, fam, because I remember when I first went to college, I told you, fam, bro, be cool, fam. It's only you. I said, bro, be cool, fam. Because one
Mm-hmm.
thing about it, fam, one thing we can't do is fuck this up.
Exactly.
Not for this community, fam, because it's really after 2019 and
Ain't
after
yeah.
2020, there's nothing. Like after 2020, it's
Exactly.
nothing. Like
Exactly.
you have to be this last. Like, you're the last one. Like you're the
Mm-hmm.
last one. You have to like make this stepping stone for
Exactly.
everybody. Like everybody got to say, okay, Cam went. Uh, this guy went.
Mm-hmm.
Makai went. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Jimmy went.
Yeah.
Like they gotta see this type of stuff, and if these people seeing this stuff, they gonna understand. Like, okay, I see they did it. I went to school with them. I seen how they went about their stuff. Let me try that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, but if you giving the bad habits and you giving the bad mojo to the young kids who watching you, and you don't even think they watching you, but they watching you, bro. Like
Exactly.
these kids see you. They see everything that you doing, everything that you put on social media, everything you say at your mouth, everything you do in school, bro. These people see that. That's why
Exactly.
I try to tell my little brothers like, bro, your social media will either be your biggest regret or it'll be your biggest success, fam.
Exactly.
One or the other, fam. Because you gotta think about it. One, you can post one thing on social media
And it'll ruin
that can
everything.
really it can ruin everything for
Everything.
you, bro. Everything. Like
Years of work will be gone
one
in a
blunt,
post.
you literally got one blunt, one drink,
Mm-hmm.
one girl, like anything, one screenshot, anything, bro. It can
Exactly.
ruin the
Exactly.
bro. That's why I tell them, bro, don't put guns on Instagram. Don't cuss on people on Instagram. If you got beef with somebody, don't go through Instagram. Go see them.
Mm-hmm.
Words is better than doing this because if you're doing
Exactly.
this, people can screenshot. A screenshot is too easy nowadays.
And even
That's
at
all
that,
people
you
need.
can make a screenshot look like anything you want it to look like.
You can make a screenshot like anything. Like that's what I be
Exactly.
trying to like. It looks a certain way, fam, because
Mm-hmm.
everyone gonna perceive this screenshot a certain way. So if you out here and you doing dumb stuff on Instagram,
Yeah.
all you do is screenshot and say, "Oh, boom, he was talking like this towards some type of female," and woo woo woo, and boom,
All your
post it.
opportunities gone.
Once they post it, every scout done saw that. It's over with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Every NFL scout done said, "Oh no, we don't
Yeah,
want
no.
him." we don't even want him. Yeah, no, let's leave him alone.
That's
You know what
that's
I'm saying?
that's a
So
locker room
I,
toxic. Yeah,
yeah, that's a locker room
you're a
toxic. Like, yeah,
cancer,
we don't even
and
need that.
it don't even got to be
Hmm.
real all the time. You know what I
Yeah, it
mean?
ain't even got to be
It
real all the time. Like,
it
it's
comes
just the
down
way it look. It's the way
exactly,
people perceive it.
exactly.
Yeah, if people perceive it a certain way, that's what it
Mm-hmm.
is. And you can't
Yeah,
change nobody's mind because at the end of the day, fam, the social media is so big nowadays, and anyone can be found on social media.
exactly,
Anyone, like
exactly.
everything you need to know is on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you need to know. It's
Yeah,
like there's nothing. There's literally nothing you
exactly.
can do. You can't even keep your life off Instagram. Like I try to be so private. Everything that I do, someone sees it. Someone
Mm-hmm.
sees it. Like I can't even be on my phone when I do certain stuff because I
Exactly.
already know if I'm on my phone while I got something in my hand, or if I'm trying to record myself, with my homeboys or whatever, someone gonna see me and say, "Oh,
Exactly.
you was at this club. You was at this club on." You know what I'm saying?
Didn't
So
you go to this
like,
party? Didn't I see you with
did
this?
you go to this?
Yeah.
I seen you at this party. This is you, huh? Like, yeah, like you gotta
Mm-hmm.
realize this type of stuff. Like, people see you and people notice you, especially
Exactly.
if you play college football and you got a big time name. Everywhere you go, somebody know who you are. Like,
Mm-hmm.
someone knows you.
Yeah. And I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. So I'll close out with this question. But talk to me about Cam off the field. Um, what are
man.
some things going on in your life that you know? This is you. Talk to me about that.
Um, who is Cam off the field? Shoot, Cam is man. I'll say I'm really laid back off the field.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a very quiet person off the field. Um, I think that what makes me different off the field is that whenever like I connect with people, like I'm a
Yeah.
real like I gel with people real good. So
Mm-hmm.
like when I first got here, none of these guys knew me. Like, none of these guys didn't even know I really came from Utah State until I told them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Until I told these guys, and that was a couple days after I told these guys, because yeah, they knew Coach Brown. Yeah, they knew Coach Brown came from Utah State, but they didn't
Mm-hmm.
know that, feel me, I was that type of player in
Yeah.
Utah, because they knew Cam on the field. Like,
Right.
he was talking shit on the field. They know I be talking shit on the field. I'm great, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
just that person on the field. Off the field, like I was just laid back. Like, yeah, I joke around, I laugh, I giggle, I like to laugh, and stuff like that. But I feel like the type of person that I am, like, I'm just like real mellow sometimes. Like, yeah, I get rowdy. Like, we all get rowdy. Coming from
Exactly.
Texas,
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
get rowdy. But I just think that once I actually get comfortable around, once I get comfortable in an environment, I kind
Mm-hmm.
of loosen up. I kind of like show my personality, like, what I'm saying. So like, I like to dress, like I get fly, what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Whenever we go
Yeah.
places, I get fly, whatever. Um, I'm really just I'm active on social media. Like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
always on social media. I might not like I post a lot, but I be watching. Like, what I'm saying.
Of course.
I might not see everything, but I'm always watching. I see certain
Yeah.
stuff. Um, just really just enjoying it with my boys. For real. I like to enjoy the people that surround me. If that makes
Yeah.
sense, because
That's good.
like I said, like, because I done been around people who really lost their lives, like at my age, like
Yeah.
it was a guy here, 2 years ago who lost his life on the football team, like, and these boys talk about it all the time, like, man, it's his name, Bryce Beacom. That was talking about Beak, like, bro, RP Beak, bro. That was talking about Beak, like how Beak was, type of person Beak was, and like I never knew who Beak was, but
Mm-hmm.
at Utah State, I used to play with someone who went to JUCO with Beak. So
Yeah.
he used to always tell me stories about Beak. So I knew who Beak was, but I didn't really know who he was. Like, I didn't even know he went here, but he went
Yeah.
here though. So I was like, oh, okay, I know Beak, okay. And so like once I heard that, I'm like, bro, like that's crazy. Cause I'm coming into an environment to where like this stuff over here is like it's different because these people actually care about each other. And like I'm a caring person. I feel like I'm very charismatic. Like if I care for you, I really care for you. If I like you, I really care for you. So it's just like me being the type of person that I am, I always want to see you, you feel me, up here. Like
Right.
the being down part and the moping around. Like I'm not even that type of person. Like
Mm-hmm.
if I see you down, if I see you sad, I'm gonna come up to you. What's up, bro? Like how your day going? Like, you know what I'm saying? And you maybe not want to talk to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? You may not want to talk. but I'm gonna make you talk to me. Like you're gonna talk to me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do everything I got to. Like, I'm gonna poke, I'm gonna mess with you, I'm gonna tag, I'm gonna bump. I'm doing everything I got to make you talk, bro. Because at the end of the day, fam, we all struggling. Like
Right.
everyone around us is struggling, fam. So why not be happy together, but fight your own demons when you by yourself? Like, 'cause we all fight our demons. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We all fight our own demons. You
Mm-hmm.
know how it is.
Yeah.
Everyone fight their
Yeah.
demons. But I feel like once I get around my God, like once I get around these guys, like it makes you forget about certain stuff. Like it makes you forget about the things that was hard. Like you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think that once I found that, I was like, yeah, like I know I kind of figured out who I was like outside the field because I used to think football was just me. Like I don't think I do is play football.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of it, I don't talk to people. Like I used to play football. I used to go to practice and go straight home, go in my
Right.
room, shut the door, lock the door, turn on the movie, watch a movie all day. Like that's kind of how I was. And like
Mm-hmm.
once I heard, like once I started like once my grandma died, my grandpa died, and I was actually going through things that was you know like real life like trauma, real life situations,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, bruh, I really gotta find some stuff to do because life's short. Like I'm losing these people who's really close to me. Like I talked to my grandma hours before she died the next morning. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I
Right.
talked to her at like 12 o'clock. She died at like 1 o'clock the next day. Like 1 o'clock the next like evening. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like that type of stuff. Like it really made me think, bro. Like life is so short because in 12 hours, the person I love the most really left me. And I was like, if I literally leave tomorrow, what is people gonna think about me? What they gonna
Exactly.
say about me? They just gonna say, "Oh, all he did was play football." I don't want people to know that I play football. Like that's it. Like that's it. Like all
Yeah.
he did was play football. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I
Mm-hmm.
don't want people to just say, "Oh, all he did was play football. He didn't really talk to nobody. He didn't really listen to people like that." Nah, I want them people to say, "Cam was a caring person. Cam was cool as hell." Like, bruh, we can call Cam for anything, bro. He can pull up, bro. We gonna laugh, we gonna joke, bro. We gonna do everything, bro. Like, I feel like having that type of like that type of stuff on you, like attached to your name, is probably one of the greatest feelings you can have, bro.
Yeah.
It's like knowing that you can light up a room like this. Like I can really light up a room that easy, and not even trying to toot my own horn, or nothing, but I really can. And I just felt I have the people around me to where if I walk in the room, like if I go to my locker room right now and I say I'm sad about something, and my teammates see me over there sad, all of them can walk up to
Like I was saying, I want you on here because you're just inspirational, especially from when it comes to the Mesquite community. You know, um, you said it best after pretty much 2020. I couldn't tell you what's going on at Poteet, honestly. And I don't mean
me.
that in like a negative way, but more so, it's almost like they're just in a transition period. Um, as a
Yeah,
program, it's not what it was when we were there, but um, I really do hope and see in the near future, you know, Poteet going back to how it was. So um,
definitely.
yeah, I mean, while I have you on here, I do want to promote your merch through your NIL. Um, you want to speak on it, talk on it just a little bit? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And this is the you do earn a percentage of those sales though.
Yeah,
So it's not
yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah,
just pay into a company. Cam actually does get some
yeah,
type of
yeah, yeah.
percentage in that.
Actually, some type of percentage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of percentages, I know I was gonna end it, but I gotta ask. The, so, all right. So the new NCAA game is supposed to drop.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay.
I I'm gonna be honest with you. I 20 in 2014 I was really upset because I wanted NCAA 15 because I was gonna make sure Malik went to the league at least on the game.
Definitely.
So fast forward, gotta be what 6, 7, 8, 9 years, something like however many years it's been
Something like
since
that.
then. It's you in the game now.
Huh?
So I know there's been some talk of some people been upset in the football world over money as far as the NIL side of the that deal goes. If you don't mind me asking, feel free to plead the fifth. But where do you stand on that whole thing?
Nah,
You know I got to
no,
put you on the spot this one time.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I really might have to plead the fifth, bro, because it's a thing though. It's a thing though,
I know.
because it's kind of how NIL kind of work off of it really works off you, but
Exactly.
with the game in it, the game has to pay the players
Mhm.
and the school.
Exactly.
See what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because
Yeah.
The NIL, they can't pay you if you have like so like my school, like my NIL can't pay me with this song. Like if I
Exactly.
take a picture with this song and I try to sell it, like I'll be ineligible because I'm trying to use the school name
Mhm.
to promote myself. See what
Exactly.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if if I take this off and I only have my clamp shirt on, I can use that, but I can't use like my clamp shirt and I put the Washington State logo right here.
Exactly.
Like I can't do that.
Mhm.
So that's the only that's the only thing behind it. But like percentage wise, like NIL percentage, I'll get all like NIL, I'll get all that
Mhm.
percentage wise. But it's just like a business. Like you know when you vendor, you know what I'm saying, or you get
Yeah.
like an overseas, you know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
you have to pay someone. It's
Uh,
kind of like that. Like,
yeah.
yeah, you
Uh
get
huh.
every benefit, but
Somebody
I
getting a
have to pay
percentage of that.
someone that. Yeah,
Exactly.
because they gotta make the shirt, get the
Exactly.
manufacturer,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay. But I mean, so more so, my questions is I know the big argument was with the NCAA game. People were saying that the production of it was going to go on some type of hiatus because the players were saying they weren't getting enough. Um, I just want to know personally, what side of that were you on? You can still plead the
Re-
fifth though. So,
Repeat your question. Repeat your
so
question
yeah,
again.
yeah, yeah. So with the NIL, or I'm sorry, with the upcoming video game, um, they were saying the College Football Players Union. Are you even part of player? You're part of the Players Union. Are you in
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Okay, cool. They were saying that the players union was pleading for more money for the
Yeah.
players in it. Is that how
Because
you feel as well, or are
I
you
can
on the
yeah,
side of?
I can answer that
Yeah,
because
yeah.
think about it. It's kind of like the NIL thing. So
Mm-hmm.
NIL they pay you to use your name, right?
Exactly.
During the from the NCAA from the NCAA's '06 through 14,
Mm-hmm.
they wasn't paying these guys because
Exactly.
NIL wasn't a thing.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a thing at the time. So these guys were saying, yeah, y'all can't use my name because like if you use my name and these people can't pay me, why you
Mm-hmm.
think you can put me on the name? Like, you see what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like,
Exactly.
but now that we got NIL and they feel like, well, some of these players are getting $1 million NILs and six-figure NILs, and we have to pay them six figures to put them on a game when you're
Mm-hmm.
already getting figures on the
Exactly.
NIL.
Yeah.
That's kind of how they looking at it. I mean, it really doesn't matter to me because
Yeah.
really, and truly, I don't even care to be on NCAA. I want to be on Madden. Like Madden is kind of
Exactly.
like I
That's
want
the
to really.
goal. That means you made it.
That's the goal is to get on Madden. Like
Yeah.
that's the goal.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be nice to be on NCAA. No, it would
Mm-hmm.
be nice to be on NCAA. But me personally, like I won't even be on NCAA. Like I'll be gone by the time the NCAA even comes out. Like the NCAA comes out next year. I don't even
Yeah.
have another
Yeah.
year. Like it's my senior year. So
I'll be Madden 2024. Like you know what I'm saying, I'll be on Madden 24, but I won't be on NCAA. So like, yeah, the player union is. I mean, it
I
really
get it.
wouldn't
I
make sense
get it.
to me, like, cause you know what I'm saying. Like, it wouldn't matter to me. Like,
Mm-hmm.
they're not gonna pay me for it. Y'all not putting me in
Exactly.
it. And like, I mean, I feel like for the guys that is like lower, like, yeah, I think they should. Or I say the people who don't have six-figure NILs should get a maybe 50,000. 50,000 is the cap. Like that's the cap
Yeah.
of what you paid for that. But anything past 50,000, I feel like they pushing it because
Yeah.
they gotta fund like the NCAA gotta fund
Exactly.
it. They
Exactly.
gotta fund it.
Yeah.
The NCAA got millions of dollars, like millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Like the school has millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Like each school, like each school, each Power Five school, each G5 school, these schools have millions of dollars depending on who they play, where they play,
Exactly.
bowl game, coaches, boosters, pass boosters, like investments. Like people invest into certain colleges for this thing to like to skyrocket. Because
Right.
this, for example, let's give an example. For example, LSU,
Mm-hmm.
Alabama. These people got these 10-time national champions.
Mm-hmm.
They got crazy amount of NFL guys.
Yeah.
Crazy amount of guys who are in the NFL right now who's giving back, who got communities, names, just repping the school, and all they hear and only people that's hearing it is the fans. So the fans are
Exactly.
just tuning in. They just get the fans are just tuning in. And the games they be cracking. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the
Mm-hmm.
games be jumping. It's like all of this is a ticket sale. Okay. They gonna make LSU stadium probably holds 100,000.
Mm-hmm.
Each ticket is maybe $20.
Mm-hmm.
$20 times 100,000.
You're putting up billions on a weekly basis.
Billions,
Yeah.
billions of dollars a season. Like
Mm-hmm.
this is billions of dollars a season. Like you really putting up money. And
Exactly.
Alabama, you got like programs like Alabama who got Nick Saban, who really been coaching Alabama for like 12 years, maybe
Mm-hmm.
15 years, who really up maybe a million, maybe 100 million, close to $1 billion coaching college football.
Exactly.
Exactly. See what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, I got you. It makes perfect sense. I mean, yeah, I just wanted to know what side of that you were on, but
That's crazy, bro.
yeah, yeah,
Like, yeah, it's crazy,
I
bro.
got you. Well, say man, I just want to say thank you for taking out time. I know I said I only want an hour of your time. I have taken an hour and a half. I apologize for that. Um,
Been a- I thought it was just Al.
yeah, yeah, we're at an hour and 49, going on. We're going on 2 hours, man. It's been a long
Okay.
conversation, but
Low
I
comment.
mean,
Okay.
it's. I ain't talked to you in a while, so it felt good to hear your voice again. Um, like I said, I'm rooting for you, all my other Poti guys. I ain't got no Carter guys really playing anything now, so more than anything, I'm rooting for you guys. I'm excited to see what you do this year. Um, you don't even know the to my DBs last season. I was telling them, yeah, you were that guy I had them watching film on, believe it or not. But that's also because I know you personally, and I know your process more than most of them might. So, um, thank you for hopping on here with me. Um,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah. Again, like I said, you guys make sure you check out his merch. Um, that's what's gonna be beneficial. NIL is an amazing thing. I love that college athletes are officially able to make some type of compensation. But when it comes down to that, we got to support from our end as well. As I told you, I'm gonna support you in spirit, but $49, I can't do that for you. I got a baby, so so yeah, that's not in my cards. But thank you so much. Um, with that being said, that'll go ahead and wrap up this episode. Um, it's been real. Thank you, Cam. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next episode. You guys have a great rest of your
Yeah,
day.
appreciate it.
All right.